Hello students, you have written your board exam science. I hope you have done well. You are all waiting for the key answers. I should have uploaded a few days back only, but because of the busy schedule, I have not uploaded. So without wasting the time, we will move to the key answers. First, we'll discuss about the physics part. That is, first question: the power of lens. See, they have given the power of lens is plus 2d. We know the formula to calculate the power of lens. That is P is equal to 1 by f. If they have given the P is equal to 1 by f, they have given the power value 2, and we can find out the focal length. Then the focal length, it will be 0.5 meter, which is the option, that is the option A. Okay, next, resistivities of the sum of the materials at 20 degrees Celsius are given in the table below. These are the materials, these are the resistivity value. What they are asking, the best conductor of the electricity among these materials. See, you all know that resistivity, the value of the resistivity, it is inversely proportional to the conductivity. More the resistivity value, less the conductivity. Here, which is having the least, what they are saying, the best conductor. The best conductor means it should have least value. Least value, which the material M, it has the least value. That's why the answer will be option C, that is M. Okay. Next, write symbol diagram of the following compounds used in the electric circuit. You have done that. Wires crossing without joining rheostat. This is also right, or you can draw like this also. Both answers are right. Wires crossing without joining, this is the answer. Okay. Next, how many times the magnetic field produced by a circular coil of conductor having 5 turns is larger than the magnetic field produced by coil of 1 turn? If the conductor is having 1 turn, then the magnetic field, suppose consider, it will be 1 magnetic field, magnitude of 1 magnet. If it is increased by 5 times, automatically the magnetic field, it will be increased by 5 times. It will be 5 times. Okay. Next, see, observe the figure given below among the resistors A, B. Through which resistors more current flows? Give reason for your answer. See, they have resistors, they have connected in the series. If the resistors they are connected in the series, the current, obviously you know that in the resistors connected in the series, the current remains same. That's why in the resistors 4 ohm and 20 ohm, the current remains same. You have to justify your answer. Next, what is the color of the danger signal lights? Why is that color is used? You all know that danger signal, it is red in color. Why it is used means it is having the longer wavelength, and most importantly it scatters least. Okay. Next, state Fleming's left hand rule. You have written that. I hope you have written that. What is the potential difference between live wire and neutral wire in domestic electric circuit in our country? That will be 220 volt. It is the potential difference between live wire and neutral wire. Next, what is presbyopia? What are the reasons for this defect? Suggest a remedy for this defect. See, presbyopia means, here the condition. What is the condition? The person with this refractive defects, the near point gradually recedes away. Okay. What are the reasons for this defect? The near point gradually recedes away, and ciliary muscles, they do not contract properly. Suggest a remedy for this presbyopia. Convex lens is used, or bifocal lens is also used. Okay. Next, what is short sightedness? What are the reasons for this defect? How can this defect be corrected? Short sightedness, it is known as myopia. Myopia means it is a condition where person can see near objects clearly but cannot see far objects clearly. What are the reasons? Here the reasons are the elongation of the eyeball and excessive curvature of the eye lens. Next, how can this defect be corrected? This defect can be corrected by concave lens of appropriate power. Okay. Next, what is fuse? Fuse is a safety device used in the, it is connected in the live wire in the series. What are the reasons for causing overload and short circuit in an electric circuit? Overload, it is caused by uh, when too many devices are connected to a single socket, and sudden hike in the voltage, and most importantly overload can also occurs because of the short circuit. What is short circuit? Short circuit, When live wire and neutral wire comes in contact with each other, the current in the circuit abruptly increases. That we call it as short circuit. See next, what is earth wire? Explain the function of the earth wire. Earth wire, it is the wire which is connected to the earth, to the devices which are having the metallic body over them. It is insulated with the green color. Explain the function of the earth wire. When there is a leakage of current takes place, that excess amount of current will be directly supplied to the earth through the earth wire. That mainly helps in the preventing of the electric shock to that person. Next, draw the diagram that shows the image formation when the object is kept at C. When the object is kept at the C, the image formation takes place at C only. Write the nature of the image. The nature of the image, it will be realigned, inverted. Next, share the loss of refraction of light. I hope you have written that. Mention any two differences between convex mirror and convex lens. See, convex mirror and convex lens. See, they are not as per the difference between mirror, convex mirror and concave mirror, convex lens and concave lens. They have asked for the difference between convex mirror and convex lens. See, convex mirror means it is the spherical mirror which is having the reflecting surface. It is opaque in nature, but convex lens, it is also having the spherical surfaces. It is bound by two spherical surfaces, and most important, it is transparent in nature. Convex mirror, convex mirror, and convex lens. You all know that convex mirror always gives virtual and direct images, though that the image is diminished. And here the convex lens, it gives the diminished images, highly diminished images, same size images, and enlarged images also you can get. Here the images, they are real and inverted, and also they are virtual and direct. In only one case, virtual direct image will be obtained. These are the main important differences. You can also write the uses of the convex mirror. Convex mirror, it is used as the rear view mirror. Convex lens, it is used in the magnifying glass. You can write that also one of the difference. Okay, next. Uh, Next, what is magnification? Write the formula used to calculate the magnification of the image produced by lens. Magnification, you can write the two definitions. That is relative extent of the change of the height of the image to the size of the object, or you can write the ratio of the size of the image to the height of the object, and write the formula used to calculate magnification of the image produced by lens. The magnification value can be written m is equal to h dash by h is equal to v by u. You can write this formula. Share the loss of reflection of light. I hope you have written that also. Two resistors having 2 ohm are first connected in the series. See, there are two resistors R1 and R2. Both are having the 2 ohm value. First connected in the series and then in the parallel in an electric circuit to a potential difference of 6 volt. See, V is equal to 6 volt. What they are asking, find the electric power of this circuit in the series as well as in the parallel combination. You use the formula P is equal to V square by R, you will get the answer. Okay, I hope you have got the answer. You did it right. Next, now we are moving to the chemistry part. That is, the gas liberated when dilute sulfuric acid is added to zinc. You know that metals, when they react with the acids, hydrogen gas is evolved. The option B. To make pure iron hard and strong, what will do? Carbon will be added in the definite proportion. Okay. The unique property of the carbon to form a large molecule forming bonds with the other carbon means it will be catenation. Next, how many single bonds and double bonds are present in C3H7COH? See, most of the students are asking about this question only. C3H7COH means C3H7, C3H7, C double bond O, OH. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 are there, but here one more bond is there between oxygen and hydrogen. That's why 12 single bonds and one double bond will be there. That is the answer for 16th question. Next, observe the given equation. I hope you have balanced this equation. You have to write the values for the W, X, Y, and Z. This is the balancing the equation, the most easy Question: which metal among the aluminum and copper is used as reducing agent? Aluminum and copper, among these, which is used as reducing agent? Extraction of manganese metal. Obviously, the aluminum is used. Next, while diluting an acid, water should be added to acid. Why? Why we should add water to acid, not acid to water? Why means water should not be added to acid. We should not add water to acid. We should add acid to water. Why we should do like that? When that reaction dilution process, it is highly exothermic in nature. The solution may splash out and it may cause the harm. That's why we have to always add the acid to water, not water to acid. Write the name, molecular formula and structural formula of the compound obtained when the one hydrogen atom of ethane is replaced by one aldehyde group. See, the what they are asking, ethane is there. Ethane means what? It means two carbon atoms. Ethane is there. Here one hydrogen is replaced by aldehyde group. C double bond OH. The propanol will be the answer. Next, write any two differences between roasting and calcination. I hope you have written that answer also. Roasting is used for sulfide ores and calcination is used for carbonate ores. Roasting, it is the heating of sulfide ores and converting into oxides. By heating in the excess amount of air. Calcination, it is in the absence of air or in the limited supply of air here. And one more difference you can write, evolution of the sulfur dioxide gas and evolution of the carbon dioxide gas in the calcination respectively. Okay, show the formation of sodium chloride by the transfer of electrons. I hope you written that also. Write the molecular formula of the following compounds and mention two uses of each. Washing soda, what is the formula for washing soda? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Next, mention any two uses. Washing soda, it is used in the preparation of the sodium compounds like borax, in the preparation of soaps, and also washing soda, it is used in the removal of permanent hardness of water. Plaster of Paris, what is the formula for plaster of Paris? CaSO4 dot half H2O. That will be the molecular formula. The uses of plaster of Paris, it is used in the making of toys. It is used in the fixing of the displaced bones or broken bones. Next, plaster of Paris, it is also used in the decorations. What is water of crystallization? It is a fixed amount of water, fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. Next, name the salts used in the following in fire extinguisher. Sodium hydrogen carbonates, or you can write the baking soda also. Bleaching of food pulp, the name itself tells that bleaching powder is used. Next, observe the solutions of compound given below and answer the following questions. PbNO3 twice and barium chloride, sodium sulfate and potassium iodide. What they are asking, which solutions are to be reacted with each other to get white precipitate? Mention the type of this reaction. See here, in the by using the lead nitrate and potassium iodide, here also we will get the PPT. But what they are asking white PPT. White precipitate means the answer will be barium chloride and sodium sulfate. And what type of reaction it is means double displacement reaction. Which positive and negative ions, that is Ba2 plus and SO4 2 minus. Okay. Next diagram, I hope you written that. Carbon could not form the C4 minus anion and C4 plus cation. Why you have written that? I hope you have written that. Explain the mechanism of the cleansing action of soap. You have written that. See, I am discussing which are the difficult questions, whichever the questions you are having the doubt in your mind. These are the answers you are written. Write the electron dot structure of the following molecules: nitrogen molecule, ethene molecule. Next, explain the oxidation reaction of converting ethanol into ethanoic acid. Ethanol is converted to ethanoic acid by using the oxidizing agents. Okay. Next, now we are moving to the biology part. Most of the students are having the doubts regarding the biology part only. See, the important role of stomata in the transportation of water is, see, the performing the continuous transpiration is also there, but the creating upward tension is also there. The answer will be obviously creating upward tension, because the continuous transpiration, it will not take place. Creating the upward tension, it will be the answer. We have to wait for the board key answer. As the food moves forward in the human digestive system, the enzymes that help in the digestion respect to are, it will be obviously amylase, pepsin and lipase. Next, Observe the given diagram and the response shown by part X. Part X, it show the thigmotropism. Okay, positive thigmotropism and directional movement. Draw the diagram of the germination of pollen on the stigma. Identify the group of plants that can be grown by vegetative propagation. See, when we checked the jackfruit, it reproduce both by the asexually also, sexually also. The answer will be, it will be banana, rose, hibiscus. Okay. Next, still we have to wait for the key answer of the board for the question number 30. The number of male turtles in the seashore is decreasing nowadays. What is the reason for this? See, because of the climate change, the temperature plays important role in the sex determination in the reptiles. You all know that. Name the gland that secrete the following hormones and mention the function of these hormones. Insulin is released by pancreas that regulates the blood sugar level. Thyroxine is released by thyroid gland that helps in the metabolism of the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Uh, mentioned two important plant hormones that help for the growth of the stem, auxin and gibberellin. Give an example for the hormone that stop the growth of the plant, abscisic acid. Okay, the rate of respiration is more in which organism among the human and fish. See, the rate of respiration means you have to write in context with the rate of breathing. The rate of breathing in fishes is quite faster compared to the human being, because the fish or any aquatic animals, they take the dissolved oxygen that will be comparatively low compared to the atmosphere. Mention the function of the each part of the human brain given below. Cerebrum, forebrain, it is the thinking part of the brain that mainly controls the voluntary actions. Cerebellum, balance and posture. Medulla, you all know that. Medulla, it regulates the salivation, and also you can write the blood pressure. Define the following food chain: series of animals, a chain of animals where one organism is the other. Biomagnification. See, as the chemicals get entered to the food chain, that amount of chemicals get accumulated in the higher organisms or in the higher level of the trophic level, it goes on increases. That we call it as biological magnification or biomagnification. Mention the importance of ozone. Ozone, it plays the important role. It protects us from the harmful UV radiations which are emitted by the sun. What are the, what are biodegradable substances? Write two examples for decomposers. Okay, what are biodegradable substances? I hope you have written that. That is the easiest question, which are decomposed. Examples of decomposers: fungi and bacteria. You can write. Which synthetic chemical is responsible for the depletion of ozone layer? That is chlorofluorocarbon. Red flowering pea plant, it is crossed with the white flowering pea plant. It is a monohybrid cross. I hope you did that well also. Draw the diagram, shows the cross section of human heart. It is the easiest question. How does fertilized egg develop into a fetus inside the female uterus? That fertilized egg, it will undergo this continuous cell division to form the ball of cells known as embryo. That embryo get embedded in the wall of the uterus, and through the placenta it will get the nourishment. Okay, that placenta, it is a disc-like structure, it is a tissue which helps in nourishment of the developing embryo or developing fetus. It is having the blood vessels in the mother side and having the villi in the embryo side. That villi increases surface area for the absorption or exchange of materials. That is, oxygen and glucose is taken, and waste metals, whichever the waste metals are produced inside the baby or inside the fetus or developing embryo, that will be given out to the mother's body. Next, what are the changes that occur in flower after fertilization? What happens after fertilization? The flower, what changes takes place in the flower means, the ovary, it will turns into the fruit. Ovules, it will get thick coating and it will turn into the seed. The remaining parts, whatever the stamen is there, that is anther and filament, other stigma, style, they are all shrivel and fall off. Next, list any two methods of contraception that human beings usually follow. Contraception methods, they are the methods by which we can prevent the pregnancy. You can write the natural method, barrier method, or intrauterine devices. You can write the copper T loop, and you can also write the surgical method. Okay. Next, how does menstrual cycle occur? Explain. When the egg is not fertilized, the uterus it prepare itself for the receiving the embryo. For the nourishment of the embryo, that uterus it will develop the thick layer which is rich in the blood vessels. When the egg is not fertilized, that thick layer which is now ready to receive the embryo, which is required for the nourishment of the embryo, which is not required, and that will be shedding off, and the blood and mucus it will come outside, and that we call it as menstrual cycle. Okay, next, write any two differences between self pollination and cross pollination. Self pollination means the transfer of pollen grains takes place from anther to sigma within the flower. If it takes place from one flower to another flower, it may be in the same plant or from one plant to another plant. This is all about key answers regarding the uh, 2026 SSLC exam 1. Once again, I am telling you these are not final key answers. We have to wait for the key answers which will be published by board within short period of time. They are going to publish that after the completion of your exams. So I hope you have written this exam well. I wish you all the best for the remaining exams also. Don't forget to send your messages, or don't forget to comment about this video, and without fail you have to send your result. Okay, we are eagerly waiting for your result. I wish all the best for your remaining exams and also for your future ahead. Thank you one and all.